Today I found a video that finally, once and for all, explains the KDA universe and the lore. We ain't gonna hurt nobody on the dance floor. Ain't gonna hurt nobody, and all night long. Ain't gonna hurt nobody on the dance floor. Something, I can't say it because it says the name, but hey, who said it? Classics only. You should know from that, come on. We ain't gonna hurt nobody. I ain't know all the lyrics, I knew the melody. But guess who's bedacked? Still smell all my clothes. It's your boy S&J Screwface John, and I am here. First of all, we're on the road to 500,000. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're new. Second of all, I need y'all. I don't be saying this enough. I be putting it up, and some of y'all be slacking, right? I got 44.8 thousand followers on my Instagram, and I be on there heavy. So I need y'all to go follow me on my Instagram, go follow me on my Twitter, message me on Instagram and let me know you from this video. We can chop it up, you feel me? Facts. And I'm gonna watch that number go up, right? Okay, cool. Anyway, so yesterday KDA dropped their EP. I did all 3 reactions, go check that out. They're my last 3 videos. If you can't find them for some reason, it's in my League of Legends playlist. Today I found a video that finally, once and for all, explains the KDA universe and the lore, because I think that's the last part of this that I haven't gotten yet. I think a lot of people been wanting me to, so let me really get into it. Ready, set, go. This should be, shout out to Nakrit.
So, with the proper release of the KDA skin line together with their music video, it seems like the internet has gone mad. Even people who don't play League became victims of their Twitter feed being fed by KDA art. In fact, I have never seen this much League fan art in my life. There are normal pieces of fan art, pin-ups, retros, transforming neon art, fan fictions, and don't get me started on 4chan. It's a whole another universe you don't need to see.
See, I felt the same exact way. Especially with this last drop, I felt like it was super monumental, and that's why I think a video like this is important. You know what I mean?
And since people love
other reactors, they just gonna react and move on. I'm trying to learn. You feel me? Get this to 2,000 thumbs up, because they like, Screw really trying to he trying to get into the whole thing. He trying to get it. Facts.
On top of this, you get the official merch. And because this K-pop group actually has a proper story on Universe, we have to cover them. Despite me already knowing this will be the weirdest video I'll ever make. And trust me, I've done some weird stuff in the past. And I certainly don't have barriers for even weirder things.
Shout out to this guy, by the way.
Without further ado, let's jump into the universe of KDA.
Let's figure it out.
Their Universe page has a simple intro. KDA exploded into the music scene with their hit song Pop Stars. Fans of KDA can't get enough of their unconventional flair. From the trademark tales, which fans suspect are real, to otherworldly decor in their studio. Our songs are for you to remember. Always be true to yourself, says lead singer ANRI.
That's kind of what I said when I reacted to it too. It's not, I know that they're like, I think G-Idol is the group that they really are, or like some of them are. And I react to K-pop on my other channel, Screw Reactions, by the way. You can go check that out, facts. And I said their music's a little different from the regular K-pop because it doesn't have the same poppy themes. It's more like uplifting, powerful themes. You know what I mean?
KDA hopes
I'm getting into it. Screw in it,
See, the story misdirects you with...
My bad. By the way, if you ain't know, I am dropping my anime rap with with 2 people on it. Yeah, and one of them is Daddy Fat Snaps. If you haven't checked my other video where I announced it, I'm gonna be posting it on my social media today. So yeah, when I post that picture on Instagram, like I said, follow me, comment under and be like, I see, I'm from the video, facts.
Kind words such as believe in yourself and you can be whatever you want to be before it takes you into a whirlwind of K-pop culture. I don't really have anything against K-pop, I've just never been a part of it, so it's a confusing world to me. So be aware, I will poke fun at it every now and then.
You gotta be in it to get it, trust me. I didn't get it either till I started.
Detailed bio describing their personality and their traits, together with some strange things such as their accurate height. For real-life replicas, I assume. But I'm not sure how the zodiac sign helps that, unless you want to give your replica a personality, if you believe in that kind of stuff. Besides the bios, there's also 8 facts about every single member as well.
Okay,
so let's go
down.
through the members one by one, starting with ANRI. Ari's role in the band is lead vocalist. Her sign is Sagittarius. And her nicknames are Foxy or Gumio, which is the legendary nine-tailed fox from the Korean mythos.
Shout out to
Her bio
Naruto.
says, after rising to fame as a teenage pop star, Ari tossed aside her girly and young look to reveal her new self. A high-fashion, elegant, and stunning celebrity.
Okay.
This is a reference to pop star Ari, which is KDA Ari when she was younger. I probably should have read this before I did the KDA Orbs opening. A lot of people were shocked that I didn't read it yet. And yes, it is also referenced in the music video. At the start, Ari has her old pop star outfit next to her in a laundry basket, indicating that she was in it recently? Which is weird unless she still has her solo career. Ari's sleek new look attracts top fashion designers. During Fashion Week, Ari graces runways around the world in final gowns.
Okay,
She is the face
alright.
of Foxy Cosmetics, and launched her own fragrance, Charmed, last year.
So she like the, man, I can't remember all the Spice Girls. What was it? Beauty Spice? No. Not I know there's Baby Posh. So she more like Posh. I feel what it is. Yeah.
If she isn't with KDA or
I was born in the
Ari
'90s.
is
You know what it is.
drinking
You know what
tea
it
with
is.
designers and testing out new beauty products. I hope you understand why I said that this will be a whirlwind of kinky stuff. I mean, her passion is shopping and drinking tea with designers. The only immersion-breaking thing is that I know what fashion weeks look like. It's not this. It's more like this. Just imagine Ari standing there. Then we have 8 facts about KDA.
She probably would fit in.
These 8 facts can
Hey,
range
man,
from
look like
really
a pack of
interesting facts
nerds.
to something BuzzFeed would write to get to that nice odd number. Such as the very first fact. Ari is the leader and lead singer of KDA. She was labeled the most talented new K-pop artist in the 2013 Pop Shine Awards.
Is that a fact?
2013, of course, was the year of pop star Ari. After releasing 5 singles, she
Okay.
spent time away from the industry to reinvent herself. After releasing 5 singles in 5 years, I would have...
Oh, so they dead have lore for these people. Like, so they dead got like... So this is like the Gorillas. This is like, no. They're trying to make it like, okay, I get it. So this is...
Ari is a muse for
Okay.
multiple clothing lines. Designers
They thought a lot of this through. Shout out to
Chinese
them.
zodiac sign is a
The
dog.
riot team.
She prefers shopping
yeah.
over working out. She has known EVELYNN of KDA for many years. And Ari was voted one of the most beautiful faces in pop. I feel like they also missed on one more interesting fact. Odyssey Kane is a fan of Ari. His favorite karaoke song is Oh My God, which is likely one of the 5 singles. This also means that Odyssey has to be somehow connected to the KDA universe. I mean, we already know that the universe crossovers are real. Rust that Odyssey Kane wields is literally from another universe. But so far, only cosmic beings and the Pulsefire champions can hop between dimensions.
See,
well, in reality, we already know what it is.
a lot of things I'm soaking up right now. I ain't even know that they went this deep with all their characters that I be seeing on the
This
screen.
universe.
Okay.
Actually, because of EVELYNN, we learned what is happening here. So let's go through her now. Her role is lead vocalist, just like
Shut up,
Ari,
Freddy
which
Krueger
leaves the
fan.
question, which one of them is the real vocal leader? You can't have
Dun,
2
dun,
leaders.
dun.
Technically, one of them will be backup vocalist. But if you don't care about that, at least we know her sign is Taurus. And her nicknames are Siren or Eve. Her bio says, EVELYNN's reputation points her as a demanding diva.
So Eve's
She
broken.
told Pop Shine, I'm an artist, not a socialite. I won't apologize for high standards. Eve once walked off the stage of a live performance when her vocals were backed up by an audio track she didn't approve. She must have been pleasure to work with. Imagine paying for the ticket only for the star to leave. Though her presence in the industry is turbulent, she has a die-hard fan base who call themselves Diva. Prior to KDA, EVELYNN released 2 hit singles, Agony's Embrace and Ecstasy.
This low-key reminds
Now
me of
for
an
the
actual
facts.
K-pop group.
EVELYNN
like,
is known for her uncompromising vision, rich vocals, and bad girl attitude. After disagreements in other musical groups,
Oh, so
EVELYNN
she the
worked
bad
alone
one.
to write her
Okay.
own music before reconnecting with Ari. Her
She gonna
Chinese
flash
zodiac
out.
sign is a rooster. EVELYNN is very mysterious about her diet and workouts, and usually declines to comment on her routine. Because let's be honest, she's still the last demon. She has a collection of very fast cars. EVELYNN values friends. She is close to few people and very protective of them. With her attitude, I wonder how she has any. She has been romantically linked with several missing male celebrities but never confirmed a relationship. Arthas is an artist she takes inspiration from. This is interesting. This doesn't say Pentakill Garthas, so the Pentakill line may be its own thing. Then this universe can't be in our world because Pentakill mentions places in
See, I don't know if
Runeterra.
I've
They
reacted
even
to
played
Pentakill.
in Bandle City. That is unless Runeterra is
I will. I think I'll be reacting to Curse of the Stained Blade later today. That'll be my second reaction. I'm just back in my league bag. Hit that thumbs up button if you happy. I'm back in my league bag. You feel me?
Also, we got a nice confirmation.
I've been reading the comments. You've been telling me to react.
He's the overlord of the League multiverse. He's the guy who worked on Odyssey, Rust, and other skin bios that involve traveling through dimensions. He confirmed that parts of some skin lines may exist in multiple different universes. For example, the Culinary Masters and the music skins have multiple copies in different dimensions. And specifically, he mentioned that this is one of the reasons why Pentakill may have posters in all sorts of universes. So to really answer what is going on with ANRI and Kane, we shouldn't ask, are the KDA part of the Odyssey universe? But rather we should ask the question, has KDA ever existed in the Odyssey universe? And since Odyssey is quite a bit in the future, the chances are that yes. In the past, ANRI's career blew up in Odyssey, just like it did in other universes.
So these girls is transitioning from different games and stuff? Okay, so it's a whole...
I don't understand K-pop, so excuse me if I get confused by the term lead dancer. I had no idea such a term was important in a band, let alone that singing bands need them.
Yeah. Like Blackpink, Shorty who do her own dance videos. And yeah, that's a thing. I didn't know it either, but that was a thing.
But the KDA dance shook
because it's always a dance.
Kaisa's sign is spicy.
In every one of those songs.
Her nicknames are Boki, which is something I had to Google. Apparently it is a South African slang for someone you adore. And Zhao Longbao. Believe me, I had fun Googling
to Africa now.
Apparently it means dumplings. Her bio is her fictional Twitter bio, and the handle someone already stole. When the music begins, a symphony of movement stirs in my being. It begins as a rumble, like a calling from the void, hungry and demanding release. My body reacts to the call, jumping to weave a story to leave the void behind, and fall into the steps of life.
Alright, so she on her poetry talk.
Kaisa is called the dreamer of KDA by ANRI. She lived in 10 countries before pursuing her dreams of becoming a pop star.
Okay, so she like the Baby Spice.
Can You Dance in 2018.
Like the nice one, the naive, young.
She speaks Chinese, Afrikaans, Korean, and English fluently. She spends hours in the studio
that's South Africa,
creating choreography for KDA. She believes each step must convey vulnerability and power through movement.
Okay.
She can be found cooking large meals in the KDA house. Her favorite food is Sichuan dry hot pot. And the last member of the KDA group, AKALI. Her role is rapper.
That's my girl right.
Her nicknames are Ro.
See, I didn't know her. Now I know AKALI. That's my one.
Which is hip-hop swordsman in Korean. Her bio says, AKALI makes appearances next to other street performers in cities she is visiting. Combining mixed martial arts and the beat of her own rap lyrics, she delights audiences with her own bold lyrical rap.
Oh, so she be throwing her hands and rapping
on the streets before rising to fame, and returns to her roots whenever she can. Her unruly hair and untamed style made AKALI an instant KDA fan favorite. Believe me, it also made her fan favorite for fan art too. Her 8 facts are, AKALI is the youngest and newest member of KDA. She was discovered at the age of 15 in an infamous rap battle that went viral. She wasn't mainstream enough to sign with a label until ANRI found her through social media. AKALI's favorite food is spicy ramen. AKALI performs rap on street corners regularly to practice her lyrics. Her Chinese zodiac sign is...
Okay, so she from the block. She's Jenny from the block. Okay, yeah.
And AKALI was born into a martial arts dojo.
See?
She left to find her calling as an artist, but still knows how to use a kama. So that was the bio.
So she got bark and bite.
But there is still the interview. This is a short story told through a simple interview with the band. The interviewer is a radio called Pop Rock.
Shout out to the people who went through making
straight up from the beginning.
All of this lore for this
that
world.
You should go to YouTube and search for their hit song Pop Stars.
For the
a
people,
song that is very much real. Every KDA member got a couple of questions aimed specifically at them, so we got a little bit more info on their personalities. From Kaisa we learned that her accent comes from all over because her parents traveled a lot. Makes sense since, you know, Kasarin was canonically a traveling dune dweller. It would make sense if this translated into the KDA universe. And when asked what are her favorite cities, she mentioned Cape Town, Seoul, New York.
I almost feel damn near overwhelmed when they start talking about
part of our world. Or rather that Runeterra evolved into Earth over time. Then ANRI chips in, but she doesn't speak English that well, at least not besides some of the phrases. So EVELYNN has to translate everything for her.
Oh, so
from ANRI we learned that she always wanted to make bold and beautiful songs. And she also talks about how they thank their fans around the world for their support and the acceptance of their cross-cultural artists. You know, stuff you'd feel for more if the band was real. EVELYNN then mentions how ANRI makes sure every member of the band expresses their talent equally.
They might as
There's a
well
lot
be
of talk
real,
about stuff
kid.
like this. Words about being confident, trying to change the world, and how their album is pretty much all about that. Later, they all talk about how AKALI is an awesome rapper, and how a bigger portion of the pop star song's success relied on her. But what's more interesting is that the spray painting was done by Kaisa and not AKALI. Also, AKALI's mask was made by Kaisa. At the end of the interview,
damn,
that the
they
band
really,
finished their work and more
they could have just easily
which is
said
obvious
she
for
did
two
it, but they're like, nah.
The pop star songs actually top the charts on YouTube, and Riot is already working on more merch to be released next year. In fact, they are asking people for suggestions. If you ask me, they have to go for some glow-in-the-dark clothing. I think AKALI's mask would sell like crazy, but even a simple hoodie with neon lights would do well too.
And they was
Besides,
banging that
those who
before
watch my streams
quarantine.
know that I really tried to push forward their
Think
merch.
about it.
I feel like they don't really
I
offer
don't know
much
what that
besides
means.
shirts and figures. I would really love to see more things such as Earth's cooking set, or even expensive collector's items. Overwatch has Genji's blade for God's sake. I'll take Aatrox's greatsword please. Anyway, we know more KDA will arrive. Now, if you excuse me, while I really don't mind the song, I got more stabbing to do.
Now, this was made a few years ago, 2 years ago, so that was before their new batch. I do feel like I know the band a little bit more, man. If you appreciate that, please get the 2,000 thumbs up, 200 comments. Let me know in the comment section what's the next one I should do. And I think stay tuned for Curse of the Stained Blade. You feel me? Love y'all. We out.